I'm not very passionate about a lot of games, but there's one game that I am passionate about, RuneScape. And that's what this video is going to be about. I have played RuneScape damn near my entire life. I am 200 mil all skills. I can't gain any more XP in the game, and I got that in 2020. I have a lot of days played. I think it's close to 1,000. I've put in my time. I also quit the game shortly after that because it's not the same RuneScape that it once was. Now, if you don't know, RuneScape is a very achievement-based game. You put in a lot of time to get a specific item or a specific cape, some type of milestone that you're striving for. With that being said, because it's an achievement-based game, it can be monetized very easily. Now, if you're a scumbag, you're gonna just tell people, hey, slide me $100, we'll give you some achievements, aka XP to get a 99 in a skill. And that is exactly what they've done. Now, this game is not new to microtransactions. They've had microtransactions in this game since about 2012, I believe. And ever since then, the microtransactions have gotten progressively stronger. Now, I would say, arguably, the last 4 or 5 years or so, it's been so heavily monetized, and there's so many MTX up. There are more MTX updates in the game every year than there are actual game updates. There are more microtransactions and opportunities to buy something in the game than some free mobile games. And mobile games is what started microtransactions. Jagex is like the girlfriend that keeps cheating on you. She says, I'm sorry, babe. I just don't know what I was thinking. I'll change. And you go, okay. And they cheat on you again. And these poor content creators that are on RuneScape that are making content about the game are so frustrated that this is my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is based around this game, and y'all are ruining it. Their numbers are at an all-time low. They just had a massive combat skill, the first combat skill to come into the game since its release in 2001, and it's already dead. Now, if you don't know, there's two versions of the game. One, you got the version that's been being weekly updated since 2001. And then you got the version that was reverted to an older state of the game back in 2013. And the majority of the player base play that game. That game has one type of microtransaction, and it's bonds. You can buy bonds with money in game for membership, or you can buy bonds with money in real life to sell for money in the game. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that 100%, but you know what? I can get behind that idea. I can get behind it. Jagex is such a failed company that they rely on the community 100%. There are two different clients that you can play. It's an HD version, and it's more of just a plug-in version. And these plugins help you in the game. It's more of a quality of life type of plugin, right? Jagex didn't pay a dime for those. Though the community made those for free. And when the HD version was coming out, Jagex had the audacity to say, actually, you know what? We know you guys are supposed to release the HD version today. We're not allowing you to do that. We're going to release our own version. And the community was with pitchforks and torches. And they're like, okay, you know what? We're going to let you guys release it. No big deal. You know, we're coming up with our own here in the future, but we're going to let you guys release it. Scummy. If you hate playing a game because of what the developers are doing, the updates in the game, the bugs, the glitches, whatever, quit the game. Stop playing the game. When there's a beginning, there's always an end. RuneScape will eventually cease to exist. Jagex knows this, and the declining player base every single year shows that. So what they're going to do is they're going to absolutely monetize every opportunity they can while giving you absolute end-game content for the top people, because the only people that are playing RS3 today are the people that have played RuneScape since its beginning. They're not getting any new players. Every now and then a player will come back, play a little bit, and then leave. What they're trying to do is capitalize on those people coming back into the game. Well, I've never gotten a 99 Slayer. Well, hey, slide us $50. We'll give you the XP for the 99 Slayer, huh? That's exactly what they do. So they get their money. they get the 99 Slayer, they ruin that sense of accomplishment for the person, they don't really feel it, and they move on. They leave. RuneScape is a subscription-based game that is almost $15 a month. And to be honest, that is not fair. I have never seen a game that was required for you to pay it in order to play it, because the free version is almost unplayable. There's almost no content to play in the game. You actually have to pay in order to play the game. And then on top of that, you get bombarded with nothing but microtransactions every week. I hate that it's dead, bro. But I had to make the decision to quit. I was unhappy playing it. I would be sitting there, AFK fishing, just going, what am I doing? Bro, I just hate the company because of what they've done to the game that I love. They've pushed money so much they sucked the soul out of it. And that's what game developers aren't realizing, that people should be putting in their soul to these games. It's a job for you, but it's a lifestyle for others. People love, oh man, I just got home, man, hard ass day of work. But you know what? At least I get a little bit of a dopamine release by getting on my favorite game. All right, let's log in. You log in, you got to get through 6 screens of MTX before you can actually be able to do something. It turns the player off. It's very disingenuous. It's like going on a date with a chick. Hey, how are you? What's your name? First, how much money do you make? 100K. Okay. How big is it? Okay. Like, you got to get through all this bullshit before you can even get to what you want to get to. That was a terrible analogy, but you know what I'm talking about. If you hate playing a video game, stop playing it. 100%. Withdraw the money. Withdraw you logging in. They'll see it. Enough people do it, they're like, holy shit, our game is deader than hell. Well, I guess that's what we get for absolutely milking every single player that we can in this game. Microtransactions always start with a very simple cosmetic. That's how the developers introduce microtransactions into a game. And that escalates from a cool little shirt with sparkles to a best in slot ring that just gives prayer bonus. It's just prayer bonus. And then it turns into, well, there's this one aura that we're thinking about releasing. It gives you +2 strength bonus. It's going to escalate to other things. That's how they always get you. Now, Jagex is so stupid that they never really released merch back in the day. They never released any other ways to monetize their game without ruining it that players themselves have capitalized on. They're releasing really cool merch with, like, they got different, these plushies, they've got these signs that you hang up. Those are really cool things that Jagex could have done since the beginning, but they're so damn stupid that they never did. When a game developer is absolutely nuking a game with microtransactions, bad updates, we're not listening to the community, no comment on specific things, the game's dying, and eventually it's going to die. And what you have to do is you got to accept it, suck it up, move on. There are other games out there that are legitimately good. That game developers know that, hey, we actually have to love what we're putting out here in order for people to love playing it. Play those games. Don't constantly play games that are absolutely used and abused and thrown in the trash. Coming out, you wipe it off a little bit, throw it right back out there for the public to buy. In my opinion, I think Jagex is one of the most failed companies of all time with all these bullshit gaming updates. And old school RuneScape is so good because it's such a community-based game that has RS3 to defend it from microtransactions. But I'm telling you, as soon as RuneScape 3 goes down, if it went down tomorrow, you would see microtransactions in old school. And it would go down just as fast as RuneScape 3. But that's enough complaining. I hope that doesn't happen. I think old school's great, and I enjoy playing it myself. Will this video bomb as hard as RuneScape 3? Probably.